next guest actually collected jokes every single day for the 6 years he drove a taxi cab and published them in the book entitled The New York City Cab Driver Joke Book. He will never forget the day, he says, he picked up Robin Williams. And Robin actually read his favorite jokes out loud. Please welcome Jim Peach. We are also joined by one of the 505 female cab drivers in New York City. That's compared to 40,000 men. She says that she is the fastest cab driver in New York. Please welcome Elizabeth Casarino. Now, first of all, Elizabeth, I want to know how you're driving a cab with these nails, girlfriend. Would you look at these nails? How do you turn the steering wheel without breaking them? Put the car in reverse.
I use them to sing when I'm looking in the rearview mirror.
Say what?
To sing, you know.
She uses them as mirrors.
You lose them as mirrors. Is it tough being the only female in a fleet of 40,000? There are only 500 women.
No, well, in the airport at the taxi hold, I'll be the only female in the men's room. I say, this is the 90s, you know, it should be unisex by now.
That's right. Do you get in a lot of trouble out in those streets? Because I would think being a woman driving, especially at night, that guys might, you know, try to be hitting on you and all that other kind of stuff.
No trouble. Even like the police officers, they want to meet me. Taxi limousine people want to meet me. I don't mind. I know why they stop me, to meet me. Okay? Because I'm a woman. I'll meet drivers out of their other cars, and sometimes there's women with their boyfriends and they'll decide to take another cab because I'm a female and they have their own boyfriend. Yeah, but sometimes they just want to see how it is.
Here's an article written on Elizabeth, and it says, it describes this person in the back seat. Cowering in the back seat of a speeding cab, says his actor looks terrified as driver Elizabeth Casarino, blaring music at ear-crushing decibels, barrels through traffic, whizzes through red lights, and cuts across 2 lanes of traffic just to make a left turn. Is that you?
Well, I push the yellow lights.
You squeeze that lemon.
And I don't let anybody get ahead of me, because I know the person in back, it's their quarters that are going every 3 blocks. You know?
Oh, gosh.
Yeah.
Well, Jim, tell us about your life out there in the streets.
Well, I always loved jokes all my life, so I figured it would be one of the fringe benefits of driving a cab that I'd hear all the best jokes in the world. So I started asking everybody that got in my cab for jokes.
And so you collected them in a book, which you can now get.
Right,
you say that Robin Williams was in your cab and you actually survived it. My goodness, what happened?
Well, actually, I looked over and it was Christopher Reeve hailing me. And he got into my cab and I looked in the back and he was with Robin Williams and their wives.
Whoa.
And so I love jokes a lot. So I said to Robin, I said, did you hear the one about the so-and-so? And he gave me the punchline. And then he said, did you hear about the... And I gave him the punchline. And we kept trading jokes back and forth like that. And then he just started going off on the president, and it was like a television routine. I mean, it was as funny as anything I've ever seen him do. And then I gave him a copy of my book, and I said, check this out. So he started reading jokes out of the book and doing all the voices and everything, and cracking up everybody in the cab. And I was thinking, wow, this is incredible. I have Robin Williams in the back seat cracking up Superman on the seat next to me. And when he got out of my cab, he signed a copy of my book, You Give Great Hack, Robin Williams.
Oh, that's great. What are some of your favorite jokes? Share one or two with us.
Well, one of my favorites is about a cab driver who's driving down the road, and he looks over and he sees the Pope hailing him frantically. So he pulls over, and the Pope gets in and says, you got to get me to Kennedy Airport. So he's driving along, and he hits some traffic, and it's red lights, and it's rush hour. And the Pope says, I'm going crazy. I got to get that plane. I'll make a deal. Let me drive. The cab driver says, you want to drive? I can't say no to you. So he gets out and goes around to the back. The Pope gets in the front. As soon as he's behind the wheel, it's pedal to the metal. He starts driving through the city, 60 miles an hour, running red lights, driving up on sidewalks, and a cop pulls him over. And the cop goes over to the window, and he looks in, and he sees him, and he says, wait right here. And he runs back to the squad car, and he calls his sergeant. He says, Sarge, I just pulled this guy over. I'm not sure if I should give him a ticket. I think he's really important. And the sergeant says, what, is it the mayor? No, I think he's more important than that. The sergeant says, what, did you pull over the governor? He says, I think he might even be more important than that. He says, did you pull over the president? He says, he might even be more important than the president. And the sergeant says, well, who is it? He goes, I don't know, but the Pope is his driver.
That is so funny. funny. Jim, you have... Let me tell you what a jokester Jim is. I want you guys to take a look at your screen. And these are your past identification pictures, right?
Well, those pictures always come out so bad anyway. I figured I might as well just have some fun with them.
Oh, well, we've got some cabbies in our audience, including one who actually met his wife on the job. The world according to Marty when we come back. It's you. Oh, your story.